Welcome to Python online classes. Now we are going to learn about examples of exception handling. So in theory class we have seen the exception handling. We can handle the exceptions by using try, except, else and finally and raise keyword. So now we will see example of each and everything: try, except, else, finally and raise keyword. So we'll go with the first example. So I will open a new file. I am saving this file as save as. I will go to the E drive and examples, and here I will write exception example.py. So this file is useful to write code of exception handling in Python. So we can handle the exceptions in Python. So first we'll use try and except block, and thereafter we'll use try, except and else block, and finally clear, and thereafter we'll see the example of raise keyword. So what will happen with the raise keyword and what will happen with the try block. So whenever you handle the exception, everything should be written inside the try block. So I will open a try block here, try. So here my requirement is that read two numbers from the user and perform addition and division of the two numbers. So perform addition and division, and what kind of errors I may get with this requirement. I may get error: user may not enter numbers, user may enter some strings kind of thing, that we can call it as a value error, or else user may enter second value as 0, so I can't divide any number with the 0, so that's a 0 division error. These two things user may make mistake while executing this program, so that I am handling two exceptions in single file. So first I will write a code to read two numbers and do a operation of the summation and as well as operation of the division. So we'll see the code. A is equal to int input, enter a number, enter another number. So I am reading two number, reading a number from user, and here also reading a number from user. So I will save into A and another one is B. So I say print sum is, or else I can say sum of A comma B is comma A plus B. So this is a summation, and I will write the same code for the division also. Division of A and B, or else comma, you can give anything, A and B, sum of A and B is A plus B, A minus B. This is our simple code. If everything is correct, then try block will execute, or else if I make any mistake, then I need to write a exception handling. So exception, I will say 0 division error, 0 division error. So I will write print statement: you can't divide with 0 except value error. Value error means invalid inputs. Print invalid inputs. So now we'll see how when you can't divide with 0 will executes, and when invalid inputs will executes, and when we will get exact output as a plus b and a minus b. So we'll save this file and we'll execute for all different types of outputs. Save, and I am running this module, run module. So enter a number. If I enter valid numbers, that means 5 and 9, both numbers are valid, then I can do both the operations summation and division. So hit enter. So I will get the summation is 14 and division is 0.5556 something else. So both the valid numbers. Clear? Or else I will run again this code, run. So I will enter first number is a valid and second number is 0. When here first number is 6 and second number is 0, 6 plus 0 is 6. So I can do the summation operation, but whenever I am performing the division operation, I will get error called 0 division error. Then I will enter, hit enter. So sum of 6 and 0 is 6 and you can't divide with the 0. That's how division error will occur. And now I will take again run module, and I will enter a number as 7 and another number as k. K is not a number, so that's where I should get what kind of error? Here value error. So I will error, so value error, that is a invalid inputs. I have written a print statement as invalid inputs inside the value error. So I am getting invalid inputs. This is how we can handle the exceptions. So remember that in try block you can add one or more except blocks. You can add one or more except block. Now you may get doubt when we can execute the else block and what is the use of finally block. So I will write else block here. Else I will say print try executed successfully. Try executed successfully. So what does it mean? I am saying else block try executed successfully, and finally block, finally I will write print thank you. So now when else block executes and when finally block executes. So here when try is successful, these two exceptions will be ignored and else will execute, and finally also will get executes. And when try failures, one of these two exceptions will caught and else will ignore and finally will get executes. That means what is here, whatever it may be the condition, try executes or not, finally will get executes finally. Yes, finally will get executes automatically, but else block will get executes whenever try executes successfully, otherwise else will ignored and any one of these two exceptions will get caught, get handled. So now I will save this code and I will run with multiple examples. So run, I will enter 4 and 2, both are valid numbers. I will get summation and as well as division, and whenever try executes, then I need to get else and as well as finally. We will check what are the outputs. So this is for the summation of the two numbers, and this is for the division of the two numbers, and this is for the else block, and this is finally block. Both are valid, then only else will get executes. That means any no exceptions get caught, then only else will get executes. Now we will try with the some exception. So I say 5 0. So 0 sum will happen, but division will not possible. That means I will get one error called 0 division error, then else will ignore and finally will get executes automatically. So here you can't see any kind of else statement called try executed. Clear? It's a sum is happening and it's a error, 0 division error, and thank you finally, else is ignored here. And we'll check with another exception. I say 9 and E. I will caught exception called value error, that means invalid inputs, and finally will get executes and else will ignore. So here value error, invalid inputs, and finally will get executes, else will ignore. So this is how we can use try except, else, and finally blocks. Clear? This is what happens with the try, except, finally block. And I will write comments here. Else will executes when try gets successful execution. Clear? Otherwise, if b is 0, then this error, this except block executes. If any one of the inputs are other than integer, then this except block will gets block executes. So this is all about comments. Clear? This is how we can write programs. Fine. This is a try and execute. So we will execute one more time. 3 and 1, everything is fine, and try executed successfully, and I will get another 2, 0, 0 division error, you can't divide with a 0, and we will get another 3 q, invalid inputs, and these are the multiple things. Now we will see one example of a raise keyword. So what will happen with the raise keyword? So we will open a recent file here. I have a, where is that file? So this is a simple example of raise example. So raise example, what does it do? So I am taking one positive number here, number integer, input, enter a positive number, and I am raising a exception here. If this exception get caught, what will happen? The code will get stopped and it will give some the exception in the red color font, and you will get this message also, exception message, please input only positive value. If number is a positive number, then you will get the number. That's what happens with the raise. And whatever statement after written the raise, that statement will not get executes here. So we will first try with without statements. Run module, enter a positive number. So I say 34. 34 is a positive number, I am getting number. So I will take one negative number, minus 12. 12 is a negative number, then I will get exception. So here I am getting my message, please input positive value only. Clear? That exception clause, input positive value, raise exception. Here I have a error. If I write any statements after this raise block, it will not get going to be executes. Print hi or print hello, anything. So these statements will not get executes. So I will say file, save, and now I am run. So I need to enter some negative number, minus 14. Please input only positive numbers. So I am getting some exception message called please input only positive value. Clear? So this is how we can handle exception called raise keyword. So now I am getting some error, please input only positive value, that's a error. So these blocks will not get executed. So I am not getting hi and hello here. So am I getting any hi and hello here? No. So I will show you. So there is no hi and no hello. Here it's a raise exception message and I am getting some error here. So that's what happens with the raise keyword. So whenever you have a print statements after the raise, then it will wait for the next enter, but it will not execute this print statements. If you don't have any kind of print statement, then it will not wait for the enter statement. So this is how you can write the exception handling program by using Python. And here you can add any kind of exception. You can use the file not found exception, keyboard interrupt exception, type error exception. There are so many types of exceptions are there. What you can do after watching this example, you can try with multiple exceptions with the code. Yes, if you are not getting any kind of things, then you can contact me through Google Classroom, or else through Google Meet, or else through WhatsApp, or else through YouTube channel. That's all about exception handling examples. Thank you.